internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. Strap in for this one. This one's going to get you extremely excited because we are going to go over facts. We are going to go over how just a small handful of individuals are going to become wealthy with XRP. Stick to the very end. You do not want to miss a second of this. Ripple versus the SEC case has officially ended. We did a live stream yesterday celebrating the monumental moment, and XRP, when we made yesterday's video, was at $3.05, and I told everybody, get ready for a good move, for an opportunity, for a trade. And guess what? XRP, $3.31. If you guys got in on that trade, let me know in the comments down below.
Of these charts, that's a strong 4-hour candle, 2 strong 4-hour candles in a row. That is signaling that the bulls are here for a potential another test to the 217 and then potentially a little bit to the next level of $3.33. So anywhere between.
But we are about to see a major move, and the information that I provide in today's episode with just how little amount of individuals are actually going to be like very wealthy with XRP, it's going to completely blow your mind. And if you guys remember the live yesterday, we opened a chain link trade live, and it is currently up 243%. It was up at like $700 in profit. So we opened this live yesterday. If you guys are watching, you guys recall I opened this live. I told you why I'm opening it.
Bullish on the 15-minute. We might see another potential peak. I'm going to take a gamble on this. Just because we're going to see left, right, and center. You're going to see these battles. That is open. We're up 54 cents. So let's see. I'll keep you guys updated on that trade.
And right now, the markets are looking extremely bullish to retest their little highs that they had in the recent run, right? Not all-time highs, but their little highs that they had, previously going back to January of this year. So it'll try to peak these levels again and test it. But right now for Chainlink, $20.30, we got to blast through it. And XRP, it is holding up. If you guys remember on my live yesterday, look at those, how well these candles, these lines played out, right? I said, got to remain above this. I'll be bullish if it stays here. If it stays here, I'll be very bullish. And now it is literally holding this. Okay, so very excited to see what's about to happen. And folks, I got a very big announcement, but I'm going to save it to the end. So please, I need everybody's attention here about the Yacht Party, 24 Hours Crypto Yacht Party, Miami 2026. Please stick to the very end. We have to get this going, and wait until the information that I go over. But let me give you guys some hardcore evidence of what's happening right now. Most people are chasing hype, and they're about to get hit with a dose of reality. Remember, this XRP move isn't just a pump. This is the final warning for anyone still sleeping on what's coming. Because here's the cold, brutal truth. Most people will never be rich from XRP. And I don't want your heart dropping. Let me explain to you how this is going to pan out. Not because XRP won't skyrocket, but because they never held enough or they never held at all. And I'm going to go over some real numbers here. There are roughly, if you guys look on the screen, the highlighted part, roughly 1,036,000 wallets on the XRP ledger holding anywhere between 1,000 XRP to 5 million XRP. Now, here's where things get crazy. There are over 8 billion people on Earth. That means only 0.012% of the global population, that's about 1 in 7,800 people are even remotely positioned to capitalize on what's coming. Let me say that again. And 1 in 7,800 humans on Earth are holding even 1,000 or more XRP. Okay? So when I tell you guys, like, you know, if you guys have been accumulating for a long time, and let's just say you live in or you're in a grocery store, you're probably the only individual in that grocery store that has that much XRP. Or if you live in an apartment, you're probably the only person in that whole apartment, a 20-story apartment, right? The odds of you owning just XRP, right? Like a decent amount that is going to be a part of this wealth creation that's happening.
Every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every bottle of fine wine, every collectible car, every piece of real estate, every private business, everything of value in the world will eventually be a token. This adoption of technology, this evolution, it's not a revolution, it's an evolution of technology, that everything of value will be a token on a blockchain. Not a coin, not a thing. It's literally a line item on a public ledger. Everything of value will be that. And every transaction of value will happen in digital assets.
We have a single bridge currency, XRP for example, that makes it much more efficient in how value travels cross-border, cross-network.
That everything of value will be a token.
How value travels cross-border, cross-network, all around the world. So that was kind of the basic idea.
Wipe out all of DTCC, which processes $1.8 quadrillion a year.
This is what people need to understand. I'm not talking about another trillion. I'm talking about quadrillions.
That is a large number. That will all move to digital. And when it does, it will create massive wealth, the greatest wealth creation opportunity I'm going to see in my lifetime.
And guess what? You need at least 10,000 XRP to even touch 10 million when XRP hits $1,000. And again, everyone's lifestyle is going to be different. It's all about what kind of lifestyle you could live or what you want to live. And it's also about how much you could accumulate right now, because retail is priced out, okay? And I'll go into numbers in a moment. But how many wallets are holding 10,000 or more XRP, right? Let's just take a look at it from that perspective. There's the real number, the data here shows 309,158 wallets worldwide holding 10,000 XRP or more. Out of 8.1 billion people, that's 0.0038 of humanity holding XRP. I'm trying to give you the perspective of how rare you are. Okay, your rarity level has gone up tremendously. So you better be careful. I'm not saying you're cool now to hang out with other people. I'm saying just you're different. You're in a different league now. You don't look or view the world the same. As much as it sounds crazy, it's not. The people that have been accumulating for a very long time understand exactly what I mean. And remember, that's not early. That's mathematically invisible. You can't even be seen. There are over 60 million millionaires worldwide, okay? 5 million, around 5 million people with 10 million. Over 100 million people with university degrees. There's approximately 1.4 billion people with iPhones, and we're talking about 309,000 people holding more than 10,000 XRP, right? In the entire world. That's more rare than winning an Olympic medal. It's more rare than scaling Mount Everest. It's more rare than being born into a billionaire family. And it's more rare than marrying into the royalty. You're not in the 1%. You're in the 0.0038%, and most people don't even know this tier exists. And as XRP rises, the price to join you will become impossible. Right now, XRP at $3.35, let's just round up, that's going to cost you $33,000. At $10 per XRP, that's going to cost you $100,000 for you to get 10,000 XRP. At $50, in order for you to get 10,000 XRP, it's going to cost you $500,000. They're already priced out. And the moron, if you have the audacity to comment, they're not priced out, you're completely brain dead. Just click off the video now. Like, you clearly don't understand, or they don't understand what people, what I mean by priced out. Now, let's talk wealth, right? At $1,000 per XRP, I'm trying to give you the big picture here, okay? I'm trying to give you the big picture in terms of I want reality to really exist for the individuals, the little handful of knuckleheads that say, they're not going to let us all become rich. Can you imagine that mentality? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely insane. I can't even imagine it. But at $1,000 per XRP, you need, okay, in order for you to have $1 million, you need 1,000 XRP. If you have 5,000 XRP, XRP is at $1,000. That's $5 million. 10,000 XRP, that's $10 million. 25,000 XRP, that's $25 million. Okay, and keep in mind, we are saying $1,000 XRP. We got a long way to go, right? And how much would it cost to get 10,000 XRP today, right? Like I said, $33,000. Now ask yourself, how many people on earth can even afford to drop $33,000 into one asset right now? Maybe 0.01%, maybe. This is why most people are already priced out and they don't even know it yet. They're still waiting for someone to give them permission to believe. But by the time they get it, the ladder's already been pulled up. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you're not just early. You're not just holding XRP. Remember, you're not a speculator. You're not a gambler. You're a visionary. And when that 1,000 XRP future arrives, the world won't ask how. They'll ask, when did you know? When did you hear about it? And you'll smile because you'll remember this video. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. However, I got to bring something to your attention. Very important, folks. This is very important. The Mega Seafair Yacht Party that we had planned for June 11th, 2026, we're still going to do it in June. However, FIFA, remember what I said about collecting these payments so we could put the down deposit? The Mega Seafair is the largest yacht in North America. And we have the 24 hours crypto XRP yacht party, and FIFA with their big money just came in and booked it for the June 11th. June 11th, June 12th, June 13th. So here's the thing. Here is the sign-up sheet. The link is in the description down below. I'm going to go over this, how much to cost this. You'll get an email with everything. I'm also going to be doing a Zoom call. But we have to lock this in so we can lock in the date. But we're going to lock in the date via a Zoom call. As soon as we sell these tickets out, we will go ahead and lock in that date with everybody. Okay? So here's a couple pictures of the Seafair. I'm sure some of you guys may have seen it. We're going to have XRP flags here. We're going to have salute flags here. Please understand, if you're worried about like getting kidnapped or the boat sinking, wow. That's all I got to say. Because there are multi-millionaires and billionaires the same week at Miami that, trust me, they have a lot more money than we do as a whole. So I think either they get attacked first and then maybe we get attacked, right? Like realistically, come on. But the best part about this time is, folks, we have tremendous security just in Miami alone, let alone the yacht. The yacht will have 10 security guards, okay? It'll have 3 on each deck, and then we'll have 1 just floating around, like just as a whole. But this is a big thing. So VIP has sold out, and please, we have to lock this in. And I will send out an email of exactly how we're going to do this. Let's go walk through this right now so you guys kind of understand how it is. You just put in your first and last name. I'm just going to put random stuff here, okay, just so we could go ahead and make it quick. And if you come with a +1, so one ticket right here is just one person if you don't select anything. If you do one, that means it's you plus somebody else. And if you do one more, we're only maxing three individuals per household, and you max out. So it's you plus 2 other people.